Alright everyone, it's time for a fun moment here, which is that the other day I got retweeted by the president, that is President Trump, and when I first got a couple of messages on Twitter saying, oh, congratulations, I'm like, what? I thought it was a joke at first. I figured that someone had made a parody account, or that one of the existing ones had tweeted it out or something, or that maybe people didn't realize it, and it wasn't really a joke, but they didn't realize it was a parody account, and they're like, oh my god, Trump retweeted Sticks. But it was real. It was funny because it was the Daily Motion upload instead of the BitShooter YouTube ones for the video. And so all of a sudden, I've got like 25,000 extra views on that video. I quickly went in and turned monetization off. By the way, that's on by default. I don't do that on purpose. So if you see ads on Daily Motion, it's because when I upload, I don't really have the time to manually go into each video for that. It's too much time out of my schedule. Everything's already been auto-monetized anyway. And I think after a while, like, they reset it anyway. I don't know why. So I'm sure that was one of the most popular uploads of the day on Dailymotion. So thank you to the president. The views are very nice. And actually, it trickled over to BitChute because people kept mentioning it in the comments on the tweet. And, which is funny because now I'm almost at 100,000 there and we'll probably surpass it in the next couple of hours. But one thing that I wanted to say is that this shows the fundamental difference between Trump and the average mainline politician. The average mainline politician, by and large, they have sort of their club of celebs, activists, and activistic groups, mainline politicians, and then like maybe family members who tend to be political as well. Like you got Biden and Jill Biden. They're both political figures. Jill Biden's not running for office, but she wants to be the first lady. Same thing. It's like when Melania tweets. She's the first lady of the United States. Not an elected office, but she's still political. His kids, they're in private business by and large, but they're also involved in politics. Trump and people associated with him have made the leap to the new generation of communication, which is more interpersonal, more liberty-minded, thankfully, much more independent and decentralized, and they have successfully managed to capitalize upon this. This is the difference between the Trump campaign style and Biden's. Biden, meanwhile, he sticks to retweeting CNN and putting out his thoughts from a Snopes finding or a BBC article. Dry, boring, it's very 90s-esque. It's sort of like an Al Gore-style campaign, or even points beyond that. It's more like the way Obama did business. Some soaring tweet that a staffer wrote, retweeting an MSNBC article. Trump instead, increasingly, I think, has begun to retweet private individuals. He's done this like with Ian there, I can't pronounce his name, Chiang or something. Andy No, I believe, has gotten retweeted by him, a citizen journalist, cool dude, who apparently every time an Asian person is counter-protesting and Antifa shows up, they always mistake it for Andy No. It's really funny. They can't tell the difference. It's really great. I'm assuming that masks, can cause some confusion. But there's a huge difference, because do you think that Biden would retweet some person with a webcam on YouTube talking about the story? And I think I know actually why it was the Dailymotion one and not the BitChute one, which is that the hashtag Hunter Biden emails was the one that was trending, and I put it on the Dailymotion one, but on the other one it was just Hunter Biden and Burisma, I believe. And so probably what they did is they sorted the hashtag, and then they picked things at random. Now, am I under any illusion that Trump watched my video? I doubt it. He's a busy man. I think what happens is staffers comb through that material when a story's going viral. Trump says, get me some stuff to retweet, and then he says yay or nay based on the title and so forth. It is interesting to think that the President of the United States at least briefly glanced at my video. It's possible. I'm not counting on it, but, Trump should subscribe to the channel. He can keep up to date on the news. It'd be better than Fox. TV will rot your brain. So he needs to keep sharp, so he should become a YouTuber. Can you imagine if Trump had a YouTube channel, but like he made like standalone webcam content? Like he hooks up a webcam and he just like sits there mumbling to himself and does weird shit. How funny that'd be. Here's the Coca-Cola challenge. How many Coca-Colas and Big Macs did Trump eat today? It'd be great. By the way, if Trump does lose, and I don't think he will, and I'm definitely voting for him, especially after being fucking retweeted by the president. It definitely helps my morale a little bit, by the way, just saying. He should do this 10 times more often. He should just have a bunch of content creators that he retweets. But if he were to, can you imagine how funny it would be when he goes and he could do like a reality TV series? He could actually play himself in a series where he refuses to step down, and he's got like an enclave of former Secret Service and stuff around him, and he can make it sort of like a slapstick comedy. The most popular show in history. He should do that, definitely, but I think that he'll be too busy being president for a second term, considering his opponent has an email problem with his crack-smoking son. And then I'm thinking about how funny it was. If you look through the replies on there, oh my God, it's a freak show. Because all the Biden bots come in to say like they're scripted one-liners, and they're easily debunked, but it's not worth it because half of them aren't even real people. It's bots. ShareBlue and these other groups field thousands of bot accounts on Twitter, upvoting what they like, mass flagging what they don't like. I was like, oh, well, now there's a 50-50 chance my Twitter will even be there in the fucking morning, because I guarantee they got bots combing all the material to look for some excuse to bitch. They probably are, but it'd probably take a month anyway to kick me off, to tell the truth, even if they found something there that was against TOS, which they won't. At this point, have you actually used Twitter's reporting tool since COVID? They're using it as an excuse not to do their jobs. Shit, how long did it take them to shut down? There was that group of people that were selling like illicit porn on there, and it took them months to lock down the hashtags. 4chan was talking about it fucking months before Twitter did anything. But they can shut down the New York Post story instantly. That's very, very simple for them to do. Why do you think that out of all of the stories of the year, that was the one that they suddenly shut down in the first few hours? There was no coordination behind the scenes by Twitter on that one. Dude, there's explicit political bias. Dorsey is a liberal. He will vote for Joe Biden. All the people that work at Twitter, by and large, are Democrats. There's explicit bias on the platform, and it's funny to see them claim otherwise. But getting retweeted by, I think, the largest account holder, or certainly one of them, is definitely beneficial for the statistics on your channels. Again, I find it hysterical that it was Dailymotion. Of all the sites that I'm on, it was the Dailymotion. They didn't look through to see, oh, there's a YouTube upload. I wonder if they noticed, actually, that it was Dailymotion. I wonder, like Don Jr. and Eric Trump definitely are more hip to, like, alt-tech and stuff. I wonder if they ever pay attention to, like, alternative creators and stuff. I think they must. Of course, their staffers definitely have to. It's part of their job description. Trump does it well. Biden doesn't do it at all. His people are out to lunch. They're not even knocking on doors. There's no interpersonality to the Biden campaign. With Trump, some random YouTuber with 666 in their username, no less, to a largely Christian audience, still gets retweeted. There is so much more fan participation, and this is why the Trump presidency is fun. This is why a Biden presidency, trust me, after all the dopamine being shot through your brain, looking at Trump's Twitter and then refreshing it over and over, you would be so depressed if Joe Biden wins the presidency. I hate to say it, but part of it is the humor factor. It's another reason to vote for Trump. I want 4 more years of shenanigans. I want to go back to the boring old days. It won't even be as exciting as an Obama presidency. You think Biden's got that sort of flair to him? No, it'd be more like if Mondale had won in 1984. Friggin' totally boring. Hey, it's a Dukakis presidency. Wow. It's like Al Gore won. You remember Al Gore and John Kerry, similar people, both very boring. There's a reason why they lost. That's about all. Peace out.